flexing, I got to work. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got to work. I be flexing, I be. I got to work. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got to work. I be flexing, I be. I got to work. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, find me. Out with the finest mommies. Yo, you can't find your girl. That's cause she right behind me. My diamonds oh so shiny. Even sometimes they blind me. My repertoire's big. Nothing I do is tiny. They wanna be me when they see me, cause that's just a rude awakening. Try me or deny me, and I am the dude who will take it there. I got money trees and in this season, watch I take them in. You just junior flexing, man, that's cute, somebody break them in. Flexing with my dogs, flexing with my bras. I'm flexible when flexing, cause I flex like it's my job. You can't see me like Mirage, I'm flexing just because. How you gon' pull up in bull chicks when your car's in a garage? Never that. Did somebody ever say they better at flexing big? I go bigger, and that's how I get them back. You cannot flex on me or get the best of me. I'm master flex like Master Chef. I just got the recipe. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got to work. I be flexing, I be. I got to work. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got to work. I be flexing, I be. I got to work. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Look, I ain't playing no games with none of y'all who won't play this. I'm stunting on them, I'm stunting on them, I'm stunt man, I'm famous. Never seen so many plexing, all y'all got anguish. If y'all talk about flexing, y'all talking my language. I swear on everything, y'all something else. So much hate, I'm shocked to say that all y'all got something left. Just know I'm flexing on everything, if nothing else. That's why I put these boys away, put them boys up on the shelf. No weight room, I superset. Pull two cars out at once, call that a super flex. Y'all looking just super stressed, I'm looking so super blessed. If you ain't got no flex, then I call that a super mess. Tell the world all about me. I flex hard, and I might be the coldest that you ever seen. Take notice, I'm focused, flexing on your team. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got to work. I be flexing, I be. I got to work. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got to work. I be flexing, I be. I got to work. Yo, I be flexing, I be.
How you gon' flex? How I flex? I try to tell these haters that my flex is the best. You should understand I'm the man of the rest. You wanna see me flex? I'ma show you what it is.
Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got to work. I be flexing, I be. I got to work. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I be flexing, I be. Yo, I be flexing, I be. I got to work. I be flexing, I be. I got to work. Yo, I be flexing, I be.
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
Picks it up on the second, over to first, in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
To the pen! This game is over!
Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell, deep right center field, carrying, and it's gone!
That one's hit hard. Left center
Swung on, bell to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion! The AAA World Series is over! What a line shot!
I can't believe my eyes.
XBL's AAA has never been closer in the standings. And tonight, on your primetime screen, we bring two players who epitomize the grind of what it is to be both a giant slayer and a small baller. Our first contender, the ever-present and effervescent 9-season veteran whose trademark style is the stuff of legends across the AA and AAA leagues. Facing them, a newer player to the bright lights, a 3-season veteran whose rapid pace of games and play has spun the league on its very head since their arrival. It is RiseNFall and his legendary Piranhas doing battle with Burning Ice and the Gex. Welcome to AAA Match of the Week.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another production of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. We're here on your Sunday evening for a nice one. If you're a fan of all things AAA, this matchup is as good as it gets, and bringing it to you is myself, Dwayne, and with me in the booth, as always, our AAA aficionado. It is Mystery Man. How we doing tonight, Mystery Man? As I said, this is not one you want to miss if you're a fan of this AAA.
Yeah, this is I'm really excited about this one. I pretty much in casting was claiming this one. Got my guy Rise. Been hooking up with Burning Ice actually a lot lately for scrims. Good guy. A really fierce competitor, and always busy in the scrims. Always wants to get his games in. Usually within the first week. He's pushed it out a little bit, so he's learned a little bit not to get 20 games in the first week. But yeah, two really interesting players, and I think they match up in a way that is going to. I think we'll get some good games here.
Yeah, these two players match up in a very interesting way. I mean, the first thing that we definitely want to bring up is their high pace of play. Both of them play a quick game. They're low scorers, but they're crafty. They're experienced. They're not weak at the plate in any way. They're sneaky at the plate. They know how to manufacture runs. They're just not like your conventional power hitter that you tend to see, I think, in these AAA or AA leagues. But that does not mean, again, that they're not capable. Like we said, Rise and Fall in that intro that Urban did, a 9-season veteran. He's pushing 10 across the AA and the AAA. And then, Burning Ice here in his 3rd season has really made a name for himself, just up and down the board, getting those games in all the time. But a couple other things that, you wanted to bring up before these games started was that ability to jump in on that low velo and also the craftiness on the base paths. Do you have anything to speak on that?
Yeah, I think hitting low velo is they both can pitch low velo really well. I actually played Rise in a real series earlier today, and in the second game, he was much more competitive, and he had a low velo on the mound that I thought I should be crushing, and I really didn't get my arms around that pitcher the whole game. I eked out a victory, but I was surprised. I liked the arm angle, I liked the pitches, I liked everything about that low velo pitcher, and I didn't really hit that pitcher well. And then Burning Ice is kind of the king, at least within there's a couple up in XBL, but in the AAA of throwing that high control curveball that just continues to clip the corners, and it's so maddening. And then on the offensive side of the ball, they're going to have to rely on speed. They're not big hitters as far as in a classic sense. We know that Rise especially can catch on fire, so you never exactly. He could even hit for power. You don't know for sure with him. But both have speedy lineups, and Burning Ice will beat out a lot of balls to first base. If he gets the bat on the ball and it's rolling around, it's banging off your pitcher, you're in big trouble. I would give the defense edge to Rise and Fall, who's a notorious 5-bar defender, and dives in the outfield and crazy plays, playing caroms off the wall and making a throw from the middle of center field, almost at the warning track. He can hurt you with that defense from time to time.
Yeah, both of them have some really signature points to their game that hopefully will shine here under the bright lights tonight of prime time. These games are coming at you live as well, so I think these guys are chomping at the bit. We've summed it up nicely, and me and Mr. ready for some baseball. I know so are you, so we'll go ahead and let the players know it is time to play, and we'll bring you the stream here in just a few moments. Game 1 coming at you. Loading in, folks, to Sakura Hills, the home of the Gex, where BurningIce gets those games in. These are going to be his 23rd games, it looks like. Rise on his 12th, now 13th and 14th. Both these players in the middle of their AAA seasons where things are gridlocked in the standings. So 2 wins here tonight going to be absolutely huge. Welcome to Prime Time.
Yeah, you know, another thing, going along with what we talked about in the pregame and the speed, I believe both of these players has a bunter on their team. I know that Rise has Vinny hitting in the 7th hole, and he can hurt you with that bunter. And I'm not 100% sure, but I believe Ice might have a bunter on his team. Those bunters can be dangerous for people who can actually bunt, which is certainly does not include myself.
Yeah, bunting is truly an art in this game as we see the first batter pop one up to the shortstop. That's Pickles taking care of it, and the high curveball's already in effect here early in this ball game. Kitty Kaufman on the ground, over to first in time. We also see some standard players in the Piranhas lineup. It's not Sweaty Betty. Sweaty Betty not one of those standard players, but she is one of the Piranhas legends. Known for her clutch power. She's got outside pitch and the clutch trait. She's had many huge XBL moments. We'll see if she can do some tonight.
Assuming Rise, you know, gets his bat going a little bit in either one of these games, you have to expect a dinger out of Sweaty Betty. If you look at that junk rating, this is exactly what the type of pitcher we expected to see from BurningIce. It looked like it was over 90, or maybe it was at 90 on the junk. Now, RiseNFall coming with Super Samson, so he's going with big velo against Ice, which can be effective. But you do need to be very careful when throwing the fastball that ball does not come out over the plate, because Ice tends to be a bit of a count hitter, a bit of a guess hitter, and if he connects, he can put that ball over the wall.
Yeah, and with the speed he's got, you don't want it in any of these shaka gaps either. As we see early, he reaches outside of the zone for a quick ground out, but now batting with a second hole hitter. Late on 101, it's Harley Hardapple. 2-1 count. Ball misses inside, and we've got the walk-prone elite forkball both engaged here, and the fastball right down the tube. Ice takes it. Like you said, he kind of decides what he wants to do before the pitch comes to the plate, it seems. This one on the ground, thrown to first in time.
Yeah, a little insider information. I believe RiseNFall wanted an elite changeup on this starter, but the price was so heavy that he decided to go with the elite fork, kind of as a middle ground to at least get an elite on there. So it'd be interesting to see if that forkball works against Ice. I think it possibly can, as he does tend to struggle a bit with motion.
You see a fly out there behind second base, broken bat. We're back to BurningIce pulling his trade on the hill against Beefcake McStevens. Leaves one over the plate. RiseNFall taking a couple pitches, couple strikes. Now the changeup coming up. Misses outside.
I wouldn't be burning those low velo forcing fastballs down the middle the way he was against Rise.
Crushes a cutter there, but cannot quite get a hold of it the way he wants to. Bubba Blastman batting, another standard player. But of course, in the flavor of the XBL, That one lined over to third base where it's handled easily by Evergreen. We got Wally Bacon now batting the first baseman. Ooh, another good strike in there.
Be interesting to see, Train. It's possible that Rise starts hitting some of these curveballs, which is the meat and potatoes. If he does that, Ice is a smart pitcher. He'll adjust to something. It'd be interesting to see what it's going to be, though.
So he's the one outside. It was in the zone, 2-2 count, lifted to right field where Meadows can take care of it. That ends the inning. But RiseNFall, it seems like he's, sort of kind of seeing what he's got to work with. Then maybe later on in this game, he's going to start pulling that trigger. We'll see. Back at it with Simpson on the hill. Nice strike right at the top of the zone. This is going to be a tough pitcher for BurningIce to contend with.
Yeah, he doesn't like that extreme high velo. I think if it's in the 70 range, he's okay. But when you start getting above 80, Ice has a tendency to, he's not that far removed from AA. So that is a lot of this is a lot of velo for him to handle.
You saw him get that one up and away on the last batter, but he was unable to really get a good hit on it. Good play by RiseNFall. 101 late. Tough to catch up with. High in the zone, 1-2 count. Ball misses way low. We're going to do it again, 2-2. That's crushed pretty well, deep right. I think it's warning track power. Rise will take a couple more steps in. Studwick takes care of that. For out number 2, bringing up Vern Radical. He's hitting 438. Bad ball hitter. That's that trait. Very controversial here in the XBL.
I'm not sure how controversial it is. Most people love it, and anyone who doesn't love it generally hates it. I guess that's controversial, right?
It's always bringing up a conversation. That much we know. And there's bad ball hitter getting into action. That was a ball way outside of the zone, but it's hit, it's past the left fielder's glove. Tough break there for RiseNFall, but with 2 outs, let's see if he can clean up after himself.
Yeah, luckily didn't give up to third. Can get out of this. That was interesting. Should have had that ball.
Again,
what you expect from Rise.
Triple digits high fastball, extremely difficult to get up and get. Fouls away, breaking ball, wants that back. 1-2 count. Strike 3 looking. RiseNFall gets him frozen.
Yeah, one thing I noticed earlier today, Dwayne, I guess I alluded to it earlier, but I didn't exactly say, was Rise seemed like he pitched in general much better in the second game we played. He's someone who doesn't always get as much time to play the game as he wants because of work, etc. But when he's in practice, he can locate.
2 really good located fastballs from BurningIce to start the AB, and then that shallow outfield gets put to work. Turtles has to move back a few steps to get the ball. Pitcher comes in. Samson's got speed too. These fastballs from BurningIce are expertly located. Look at him just plowing the corner. Cutter hit right up the middle. Pickles barehands it, throws first in time for the out. Had to be fast with the extra speed. We're around a Gordon Fruitwell on the 9-hole. Shows bunt, misses.
That was an interesting note on that pitcher having that could come into play here because that pitcher's locked in, and Ice not the best hitter. That pitcher may be locked in almost the entire game. Could sneak out an extra hit or two just based on speed. It's possible.
Yeah, this is what looks like it may prove to be some close game. So you're gonna want to get every edge you can get, especially with that mojo being in effect and being multiplied in that late game, in that pressure scenario. So Simpson already locked in, pitching well, gets 1 out in the 3rd. Trash one also locked in. His counterpart swings at 1, hits it down the left field line. That's going to be a hit. Talk about helping your pitcher with their mojo. BurningIce doing exactly what Rise wishes he did last inning. And now we're back around to Lily Turtles.
That kind of hit always feels so good, Dwayne, when you go with the pitch and hit it over the third base or the first baseman, kind of trailing down the line. That always feels like, I don't know, it just feels like you just did something right there, and he sure did.
Well timed, with the pitcher too. Seems to be that small reticle. We see it on primetime a ton. Those pitchers get their hits. I've experienced it myself in my own play. Just when you have such little reticle to work with, you're able to square the ball up nicely, and you get some of those really satisfying Interesting, balls right down the line and over the heads of the baseman. Full count pitch. Everybody was moving. We would expect them to move again here on the next one as we reset. Ooh, swing and a miss on the changeup.
Brutal pitch. And Ice bought that pitch lock, stock, and barrel. That was a rough one.
He was sitting heater all day. And he takes the curveball in the zone with Harley Hardapple. Looking to continue the inning, but he's quickly down 0-2 with 2 outs. RiseNFall working well, still locked in. 41st pitch in the 3rd inning from Simpson coming up. It's that curveball, diving attempt off the glove of Beefcake McStevens.
Ooh, well, I don't think he gets him at first there anyway, so that no harm done. You'd like to see Cake come up with that one, though.
Yeah, we are extended now with Victor Meadows. High pitch as well to contend with. He could not reach that one. Forkball misses low. RiseNFall resets. Looking for an out here. Fouled away, 1-2. Good cutter. But it misses outside the zone, so we reset at 2-2, and then Burning Ice pops one straight back.
That was dead corner, and he got on it. Oh, didn't get a good look at that fork at all.
The high forkball does him in. Sometimes that really resets the eye. It was placed extremely well from RiseNFall. Gets him swinging. We're going to the top of the 4th inning here. No score yet. Muffin Studwick bats. Leadoff hitter for RiseNFall. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Resets again, 2-1. In there for a strike. Burning Ice is throwing so many strikes here tonight. This one ripped right at Chelsea Evergreen. She makes the grab.
We're seeing some good swings out of Plum Island here early against an absolutely brutal pitcher in Burning Ice. I have a prediction to make, Train. I'm going to predict that in one of these 2 games, that shallow outfield is gonna hurt Burning Ice and cost him a game, because kind of Rise's MO is to not do much, and then come up with something big. And that big can just be a gapper or 2.
Yeah, we will see. Anyone, when they see that shallow outfield, they want to challenge it. And if you could do it on primetime, that's just much sweeter. So that's a pretty good prediction. Let's see if it keeps it moving.
Now, that looked like he was playing normal there. So he does play a lot of shallow outfield. I guarantee he's going to play a lot of shallow outfield here. But there might be certain batters that he doesn't choose to do that. And it's very deep here. Sakura Hills is a deep park.
Another strike in there against Jacques Pickles, leading off the inning. Bottom 4 here. Gex got a couple hits under the belt. Plum Island still looking to get on base. Tags him out. There's one down. This is Axel Sawhorse off-speed hitter, so Rise will be careful. Probably going to see some fastballs here. 1-1. It was the fork ball. Fouled away. 1-2 again.
That's an interesting combo, Train. RBI man and off-speed hitter. That's a pretty brutal combination. As is this one here, especially against the lefty.
None of it really got to come to fruition as there was a quick strikeout. And then now quickly behind 0-2. RiseNFall is again, and he just doesn't even get the bat off his shoulder. He's put away, and we're going to the top of the 5th.
Yeah, he was guessing something, and that guess certainly was failed and badly.
First pitch to Beefcake McStevens to start the 5th is wide. Or inside and then wide. Now we're 2-0. Fouled away, 2-1.
I think this pitcher locked in. The junk is over 100.
Definitely pushing the top of the bar. Yeah, that is extremely high jump. Full count pitch now to Beefcake. Here it comes. Swung on, hit on the ground. Evergreen picks it up at second, throws it to first in time. So
Wow,
Rice still can't get on here.
It's amazing how many balls Rice has hit decently and has come up with very, very little for it. Although that's kind of Burning Ice's game. You can get on the ball, you just can't do much with it.
Keeps leaving it right on the edges. Those fastballs are biting the outside corner. That cutter, though, lifted in center, is going to have to run for it. He makes the catch. So 2 down for Wally Bacon. That one's hit hard. That's going to get some grass off the glove of the diving right fielder. Wally Bacon's thinking about second, maybe third. He'll stay at second base. That's the first hit for the Piranhas here tonight. Comes on the top of the 5th. Puts a runner in scoring position for Vincent Vortex.
Good job to knock the ball down there by the right fielder. That saved it from at least getting to third there. So, although with 2 outs, may not matter a lot.
0-1 quickly turned to 0-2, and now 1-2. Rise looking to get a hit here. Runner goes, swing and a miss, strike 3, no hit and run. That ends the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom half. Change up, swung on and missed from Samson Simpson, who's still locked in. Pitch count's rising. Now it's 60. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That fastball handcuffed Burning Ice.
He swung at a 4-seam and he got a cutter.
Chelsea Evergreen swings at 1 just outside the zone, pulls it foul. It's 0-1. Now 1-1. Pitch again popped up, playable for RiseNFall. He'll make that grab with Sweaty Betty behind third base in foul territory. And now that pitcher, Trash One, who had that good streak of batters going with no hits, up through the 4th inning. Now in the bottom of the 5th. Batting for themselves. Swing and a miss, strike 3. No offense yet in this one. Top of the 6th coming up.
Yeah, was on that ball pretty well, but got by him.
Both these players are kind of locked up on the heat, it seems like.
Yeah, and the other thing, Train, you know, when you're not able to get hits, it weighs on you mentally. It gets harder, and plus the RNG, but it gets harder and harder as your confidence begins to slip.
Ball's hit well by RiseNFall, but kind of too on the nose. Center fielder takes care of it nicely. That was the pitcher. So we'll be back around to Gordon Fruitwell. 1-0 pitch. It's bunted. Decent bunt. Trash One picks it up on a hop. Throws it first, though. Takes care of him. Bunt could have been closer to the line over there for RiseNFall.
Yeah, wasn't a bad idea. Just didn't quite get it down the line.
Curveball misses low. We go with the fastball here. 1-1. It's popped up behind first. Axel Sawhorse is going to have to move. 40 dives. Makes the grab. Good play. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Well, we've got a game here that a lot of XBL fans expected here. A low-scoring game. It's a war. Both starters still on the mound.
Baltimore McStevens almost beats it out, does Burning Ice. He has huge speed in this lineup. You have to watch out for it. This is the top of the order. Hard apple batting. Burning Ice built this team well. It's to his strength, and there's a hit right up the middle.
Whoa.
That's going to be something that RiseNFall will have to keep an eye on now that runner on the bases.
Yeah, I can't believe Kaufman even got to that, but somehow she knocked it down.
Big late swing. Runner probably thinking about second here. Rise thinking about the runner. Throws a good strike. Puts him down 0-2. And then the pitch out swung at.
Wow.
It's fortunate for RiseNFall. The runner doesn't go, and he gets a big strikeout on a ball way outside the zone. There's 2 outs. Jacques Pickles has his shot here. He's looking at a couple of balls, inside then out. Now all of a sudden it's 3-0. Walkburn engages, and he's got himself on the first base here with a walk.
Wow, yeah, good eye in the end there. Puts the pressure on Rise. Cannot give up a run here. Got to get out of this. Ooh, wild swing. Yeah, Ice going to be aggressive here, especially with, what is he, a bad ball or something here. RBI plus off speed. Yeah, he can get to a lot. Oh, yeah, you cannot put the ball in there. It's got to be under the plate. There it is.
Way low, gets him swinging, good off-speed pitch. That's the sequence what Rise was looking for, indeed. And
Yeah,
we're
he
at the top
punched
of
him.
the seventh.
He punched him side to side and set him up for something coming down the middle that looked like it was a low strike, but was practically hitting the plate.
Leadoff hitter for this inning is Kitty Kaufman. She's 0-1 and then swings at 1 0-2. Can't make contact. Here comes the changeup. Lifted into the left center field gap. Turtles can pick it up on a hop. Keeper at first base, but that's a big leadoff base runner for Rise. Mojo's up for Kaufman.
A Mojo up plus speed. You cannot get caught stealing here or picked off.
Oh, and there's the
and even-
4-6-3 double play. Tough
He
outcome.
sucked you into those. Yeah, that junk factor. You're always topping the ball.
So now we're down to Beefcake McStevens with 2 outs quickly in this 7th inning. Still no score. Game 1, match of the weekend, the AAA here tonight.
Oh, dangerous.
These players known for their speed, their pace of play. This one hit on the ground up the middle. Evergreen picks it up. There's the first in time. 3 down. 7th inning stretch real quick. And we're going to the Gex and 6, 7, 8 coming up.
Yeah, this has been lightning round baseball here, folks. It's been a great game, though. You know, neither player really has any advantage whatsoever so far.
BurningIce missed one right down the tube. And now he's got to reset. He's got a 2-1 count.
Samson practically out of gas. He's going to have to go eventually with something else.
That ball's crushed deep, high, high into left center, but RiseNFall, he does get there with Fruitwell. Right at the warning track.
Wow.
About 2 feet from the wall.
Absolutely saved by Sakura Hills. That's about one of the deepest parks in those. It's got that rounded fence. That's really deep out there.
You're gonna have to be careful with the location. Gets a good strike there for strike 2 on Caden Evergreen. This one's popped up, nubbed off the end of the bat, caught by Kaufman at second base, 2 down.
Gonna try to get at it. I'm sure Samson will be pinch hit for just trying to eke through. Oh, you never know with Rise. He might leave. He might pull an Eddie and just leave him in there. But I would think the next time he comes to the plate, just trying to get through this inning here.
2-1 pitch, swung on right up the middle. Nice piece of hitting from BurningIce there. Gets one of those speedy runners on base, and now Rise has something to think about with Trash One, who's on fire at the plate. Good hitting stats. Good
and normally
heater.
not good hitting stats, but look at that. Wow.
You know, on fire really does something for the mojo.
Oh, late, right on that.
Takes a very good pitch. Runner goes.
Smart.
Fork ball gets him looking.
Brutal.
Huge high fork ball. Well placed from RiseNFall. Takes us to the 8th inning.
Wow, that was tricky. I just assumed a ball there, but somehow it got that fork ball got down with the elite crate just enough.
We are getting into 1-run territory, folks, where whoever scores first is probably going to win game 1 here tonight. Let's see what we can put together. In the top of the 8th, RiseNFall got a quick out. Now at the plate with Wally Bacon. Trash One. 73 pitches coming up. Stats really not that diminished. Still going well.
Now batting the left fielder, number 33, Vincent.
Here's Vin. He might bunt.
With 2 outs.
Down. Not gonna bunt with 2 down. Well, I've actually seen Rise bunt with 2 down.
That's as good as the bunt. It looks like he might get on with the infield hit. Look at that, mystery man.
Yep. Yeah, he's that fast. He can get down there on anything.
Simpson, runner goes, popped up. Turtles can get underneath it. Nothing doing there for the Piranhas after that quick infield hit. And we're going to the bottom of the 8th.
Oh, he still got it.
Ball hit right up the middle, caught by Simpson. Huge play. You see in the order again from the top. You can see BurningIce checking out what he's got to deal with next inning.
to answer chat's question, longest game in XBL history can be found in the XBL records portion of XBLBaseball.com. And if anyone in chat does know, feel free to answer. This one hit on the ground. Shortstop Bukiek McStevens thrown over to first in time.
Wow. Ooh, another mojo boost. On fire, Simpson.
So both these pitchers on fire. Simpson's still going. The velo lowering, but I don't think that matters for Rise as he's got his 106th pitch upcoming here. It's that curveball. It's nubbed right back to him. Simpson does it himself. Throws it to first. And we're going to the 9th.
Yeah, RiseNFall feeling it with Simpson. And, you know, sometimes it's better to be feeling it with a weak pitcher than something else because you've been pitching all game with that same arsenal and you know what pitch to throw in.
And then RiseNFall gets on with another infield hit. That's Gordon Fruitwell. He bopped it up in front of the third baseman. I think that was catchable. Runner goes. The bunt in the air. It's caught off the first. It's a double play. Oh, it's dreadful. It's dreadful.
Oh, that hurts.
What a poor outcome. It's exactly what you don't want if you RiseNFall in that scenario. Burning Ice, though, gets everything you wanted and more. 2 down now. We're in the top of the 9th. Kitty Kaufman at the plate looking to do anything for the Piranhas. And then now we're going to be in 1-run territory for, you know, Burning Ice and the Gex. Oh, it's crushed!
Oh, no!
Kitty Kaufman! Right center!
He made a mistake!
With 2 outs!
He got blown up. He got a circle red pitch there.
Does she even have power like that?
I don't think so, but he burned it down the. I told you can't throw that in there.
He smoked that. Wow. Whoa. And all of a sudden, we were talking 1 run. And now he's got work to do.
Yeah, that's about the first pitch he's blown up, and Rise has been waiting all game for that pitch, and he finally got it.
There it is. That's RiseNFall for you, though. You know, in 9 seasons, and you know, however many years it's been, you've seen that enough times, and you've seen games that are this close. So let's see if he can close the door. 4, 5, 6. It's Samson Simpson. You know he's going for the complete game here.
Oh my goodness! If he does it, I mean.
Oh man, here we go.
If he can get through this somehow without going to the pen, this is going to be one of the greatest pitching performances we've ever seen.
110th pitch upcoming. 1 and 2. It's floated behind second. He dives. It's over the head. He misangled the dive. I think it was catchable.
I disagree. It seemed like it just floated and floated and floated, but it was hard to say for sure. He definitely misangled it, though. You're right.
He is going to look at the pen now. It's Boris Bigglesworth, the closer. 3 fastballs, a curveball, and a changeup. He's got falls behind, but he's got rally stopper, the moving fastballs.
Submarine. That could bother Ice.
He fouls that one quickly away. It's looking for the ground ball.
Velo. Wow, this is an interesting pitcher. He's got cooking here with a turtle arsenal to boot.
Swing and a miss one way inside. 2-2. Ice is way late. I think he just was totally thrown off on that.
He's not picking up anything against this pitcher. He's just swinging blind.
This one's on to short, over to second. Throw goes to first in time for the double play, and that ends the game. The Plum Island Piranhas walk away with the victory on the back of Kitty Kaufman's huge solo shot. The top of the 9th with 2 outs. What drama.
Yeah, you know, I said this is going to be a lot of fun, these two. And I mean, we can't ask for more than that. If you're not having fun with that, folks, just, you know, leave the Discord. Forget about Twitch. You know, ditch all these XBL players you've got on your list here because you're not going to have fun.
An amazing showing from those two in Game 1, the closest of games. You can only expect more in Game 2. We're going to take a brief break and come right back at you with some more Match of the Week in the AAA, so hang tight. Exciting stuff in Game 1. RiseNFall with the 1-0 victory. Here we go, folks. We're loading into Emerald Diamond, home of the Piranhas, who just snuck away with that epic Game 1 victory here on Match of the Week in the AAA. I'm still just totally blown back in my chair from that one.
Yeah. I mean, I am too. Just an incredible game. Rise and Fall, so gritty. The veteran somehow pulling off a game that just was, I don't know, lost in the void somewhere. And that big home run was literally just out of the blue. And now he's coming home. We got a gorgeous night game here. These night games at Emerald are absolutely gorgeous. And
Let's get
Rise.
So I was gonna say, how often do you get out here to Emerald Field? You know?
Yeah, true. Rise can really defend at this stadium. He plays here a lot. So I was kind of saying in the pregame that his defense can hurt you. It can especially hurt you here sometimes.
I believe this stadium takes its roots all the way back to SMB1. And definitely at least SMB2.
At least 2, because I've seen it. I never played 2, but it was on 2 for sure. Probably on 1.
Top of the first goes super fast here for the Gex. We go to the bottom half. Muff and Studwick will dig in for the Plum Island Piranhas. It's going to be Trash 2. Or no, excuse me, Trash 3 takes the hill. BurningIce switching things up from the predictable names of his rotation here.
Right. Instead of throwing a lot of, or not much velo and a lot of junk, he's throwing not much velo and a lot of junk. I believe it's the same arsenal, too. He's got basically clone pitchers.
Yeah, just not as much junk. I think the velo a little bit lowered on this pitcher, too, which sometimes can be even more problematic. He's got falls behind to deal with. Looks like it takes the accuracy to 0 on that first pitch.
Yeah.
Kaufman also has the Mind Gamer engaged, so that's having an effect.
I find it kind of interesting that he runs this arsenal with these pitchers because to me, this is a great high velo arsenal. It's not so much a good low velo arsenal, but because of Ice being so ridiculously adept at locating, it works for him.
He hasn't located well thus far as he walks Kitty Kaufman in the first inning. Kaufman was the one with that huge homer. Now it's Sweaty Betty. You'd think it would be Betty with the dramatic homer like that, but Kaufman pulling it off as she gets totally picked off from the pitcher there on the steal attempt. Now there's 2 outs. You'd think it would be Sweaty Betty, but Kitty Kaufman huge with the blast. Only Match of the Week brings that type of power out of a player.
Yeah, and Betty's not the type to be upstaged. So like I said, somewhere in this game, I expect a big double or triple or maybe even a long ball out of Betty. Have been pretty quiet.
Jacques Pickles, the shortstop and cleanup hitter. Really dangerous hitter. Going against Bay Paul with the Candy Collector. Velo's totally tanked. Here's that high curveball hit right on the ground. That ball is so hard to get to. We all know in the league how difficult the high curveball can be.
Yeah, so a bit of a taste of his own medicine here. And we know that Bay Paul is Rise and Fall's girl, has been for a long time. Always coming with the extreme low velo. Always has a 5-pitch arsenal. Always moving side to side. And he will throw her into the dirt. He will trust her come hell or high water. So expect Bay Paul. When we hit the 7th inning, you're going to see Bay Paul still in there.
Both these players started tonight 500. Now Rise and Fall, or excuse me, Rise and Fall is 5-7 after the games this morning. So he's trying to get back to 500. Gex now below 500, trying to do the same here in game number 2. Quickly in the bottom of the second, 4-5-6 coming up for the Plum Island Piranhas. Nicely located fastball. Like you said, BurningIce is a master of location. I believe he's got a Von Asen from the AA or AAA under his belt. If not, he was in contention for one for sure.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, Dwayne, to see both of these players under 500. at the moment. This was not really assumed to be a very strong AAA crew for obvious reasons, with 3 major AAA players moving up, Ty, Mr. Clutch, and Unicorn, that all would have been at least top 10, probably top 5, or even top 3. But we have had a couple people step up there. The Black Roses, Snowbird, and Billy Banquo, a new player, has really looked good. Has kind of looked like a second coming of what Dynasty was doing last season. The pitching has not really been there for him, but the hitting can at times be extremely brutal. And right now he's in, I believe, second or third, probably third place. I think Ed's up there with Snowbird. But so we do have a couple surprise players, and that's why you see players like this that you would think at least one of them would probably be 3 or 4 games above 500, but it's not the case.
Yeah, the AAA is so tight from the top down. It's pretty amazing. And we haven't really seen the likes of a rookie take it over, at least towards the top end, like Banquo at least is so far, since Mama Junjun was up in there, and I think that was season 13. Beefcake McStevens handles that ball easily.
Another rookie that looks quite good, though, has been a bit streaky, is Short Steps. The Dingers have ripped off some wins against major players, including sweeping me, and I'm right now like 12-9. So Short Steps is another one to keep an eye on there, even though currently is in the bottom half.
Good to pitch, swung on right up the middle, hit for Burning Ice. Diving attempt there, no real avail for RiseNFall. We're in the top of the third. There's our real first action of the game, I think. Might be our first base runner. Lily Turtle's batting. That was the pitcher for Burning Ice. 1-1 pitch. Ooh, in there for a strike. He's got to pull the trigger on some of these. He does not.
Oh, that was brutal.
He looks at one down the inning. We're going to the bottom of the third.
Yeah, if he's waiting for something straight, it's not coming. So
we are on to Vincent Vortex, who had at least one hit. Goes for the bunt. There's the bunter, but does not quite get it on the line. Bay Paul, the trash 3. Sees a strike in there.
yeah, she has some contact. Pretty good speed too.
RiseNFall seems to have put some good speed, good hitting stats on his pitchers.
Yeah, I think based on his style of play, that's actually a really smart play. I mean, if Mama Junjun or somebody wasted money on that, it really wouldn't make any sense. But somebody who struggles at times to score runs and really relies on speed, you know, an extra pitcher hit here or there is pretty big.
He almost got one, but the shallow outfield worked for Burning Ice there. He's got the shallow outfield again for himself against Gordon Fruitwell, but Fruitwell's going to beat that out for sure. 2-out infield hit off the glove of the pitcher. You hate how those go down, but, you know, that's an inevitable part of the game. Off and Studwick at the plate. One pitch, hit, on a bounce, on the ground, thrown to first, in time. Runner left on base for the Piranhas. We're going to the top half of the fourth. This one looking like it's going the way of the first game. So someone might want to run here in these middle innings. That might put you in a pretty good position to win it. There's a good hit from Burning Ice to start an inning. A leadoff base runner is not something we've been very familiar with thus far in tonight's match of the week.
Yeah, and when you see players like these two, and the reason why they're not in the top half is because of they don't control the plate as well as a lot of players do. And it, in addition to hurting you with striking out and just making some bad swings, is you hit into a lot of double plays because you constantly get sucked into the pitcher's pitch, which some of the other players that really have control can lay off of some of those pitches that you know that you don't want to swing at, and you just, for some reason, you can't help yourself.
and as quick as you just spoke that sentence, Mystery Man, the bases have been loaded up by the Gex. So now all of a sudden, BurningIce looks ready for some offense. Paul's trying to be creative. That ball just missed low. This is off-speed hitter, RBI hero, Axel Sawhorse at the plate. This is the guy Ice wants up right now, and he's got himself a 3-0 count. Huge moment.
If anyone can squeeze out of this, it's Bay. Oh, that was brutal.
Still a hitter's count, 3-1. Misses low and inside.
Nasty.
Look at that nasty pitch. Yeah, here we go. This one hit up the middle. Run's going to score for sure. On to second, over to first. It's a double play. So 2 runs are traded for the, or 2 outs are traded for the run, excuse me. Now Vern Radical bats with 2 outs, trying to do some more damage, trying to get another run across for his team. Again, 1 run could do it, as we saw last game. So the Gex get ahead early in the 4th.
Oh, brutal screwball. He didn't even move.
This one hit on a line, jumped up, but Bacon, good catch.
Wow, that is a massive catch by Bacon over there at first base. I think he kind of did that little flick to the side. Am I wrong, Train?
Yeah, you got to be really.
Kind of jump to the side.
It looked like he did a little bit.
Yeah, that's
definitely
a
moving to his side
play.
to get that. Yeah, you got to have good reaction because that could have been a hit and another run, but instead just 1. And you know, he's got that sneaky power. This is his home stadium, so RiseNFall not too worried just yet. But that's a big run for BurningIce.
It is, and it's also a huge wiggle out by Bay Paul to limit the damage there that was starting to mount.
Yeah, no out space is loaded. That's some expert jam removal that you can really only see out of someone who's played, something like 9 seasons across the AAA and the AA here, like RiseNFall.
Yeah, Rise was already a veteran when I came into the league, so that kind of tells you something right there.
What an amazing play from BurningIce.
Wow, Pickles.
Pickles over the shoulder dive with the shortstop. I mean, you have to be 100% sure you're on the right angle if you think you're going to catch that at all, and he did. McStevens up, looking to make a difference. Can't quite get the contact he wants. Pickles makes the play, throws it to first. We're going to the top of the 5th. Only 4 hits to talk about. 1 run scored.
The third baseman, number 2, Caden Evergreen.
We are in Game 2 here, AAA Match of the Week. Tonight at 9 p.m. we are going to see M. Benning versus Spluto, a duel of the last 2 Cup champions coming at you in the XBL. Those 2 players, both hotly contested here, high in the XBL standings already. There's a big double for BurningIce to start the top of the 5th. You saw what he could do with the leadoff hit last inning. He got the bases loaded and scored a run. Now he thinks he can probably do some more. There's a great bunt.
Oh, wow.
Bay Paul picks it up, throws to first. It's a sacrifice bunt. That was exactly what you want, exactly the right direction.
Yeah, he's trying to keep it anywhere but on the plate here.
Yeah, you can see that. Wants to see if he can get Ice flailing.
Yeah, Ice wants to swing at anything that's even remotely close.
Rise knows it.
Yeah.
He's played enough 1-0 games. Walks the pitcher by choice. There's for Lily Turtles.
Setting up the double play. Turtle's not the one to really do that against, but you never know. If she hits it hard enough, you can turn 2 on her.
But he's confident that he's been able to get outs, and he's got himself quickly an 0-2 count. Now K Neglector's engaged. Ooh, what a pitch. Gets him looking. You can't go reaching for that. That's at the absolute top of the zone. Look at that.
Yeah, she's been hitting her spots. Lily Turtles turned to stone there. A player that really needed to get bat on ball and just couldn't.
Let's see if Rise can wiggle out of this again. Runner goes to second. He's going for home, and he tags him out. He tags him out.
The veteran does not buy it. Anybody else would have been completely lost. So focused on the hitter right there. You have to get him out, but no, Rise didn't buy it.
He didn't buy it on Match of the Week. where you're probably focused on that hitter 100%. But he stayed
I would
in the
have
moment.
for sure bought that. I would have bought that and thrown to second, or even thrown to the wrong base at third.
Now he's got himself on base. With now Wally Bacon's a good hitter to have up as well. It's Lindsay Island coming in. Here's some high velo. Something different to contend with. Did not see the bullpen last game, I don't think.
Yeah, she's a brutal fastballer coming over the top, much like my own Thorn Hex. Will rely on that high fastball to set you up for other things like the cutter.
Ball hit on the ground. RiseNFall was able to get the second with the steal, but he has to stay there on the ball to the left side of the infield. Now Vincent Vortex bats. Bunter is an interesting advent here. Can you see the 523 average for Vincent Vortex in however many games Rise has played? That's crazy. He bunts again. That's an insane bunt. He's on. That must be how he does it.
That has to be, yeah, because I mean, Rise is not really a hitter this season. Hasn't hit that well. Can hit at times, but 5-something at this point, that's insane.
He goes for the other bunt. Everybody's moving around, and the game's tied up.
Wow.
The sacrifice works.
Wow, the vet has done nothing, but yet has done something here, folks. 2 runners still on, can still add to this.
The small ball's working, as he's got Gordon Fruitwell at the plate. Still more speed. This one's popped up to short. It's catchable, and he will make the grab.
Wow, talk about a manufactured run. It didn't really seem like anybody was even on base. I mean, that's how quiet it was there. But you know, RiseNFall, he can manufacture.
Sweaty Betty dives for it, throws first.
Now batting, the right fielder,
That's a
number
big
21,
single.
Victor Meadows.
Big speed. The arm is pumped up on the catcher.
Runner goes. Good throw. Still safe.
Oh, looked out. Wow.
Mojo's up too, so BurningIce probably thinking about getting over to third. He does get over to third on the ground ball, but
Now batting,
now he's going to be swinging again, trying to get the lead.
Pickles.
You can see he's high in the zone, trying to hit anything.
Ice is one of those people that will try to steal home. I wouldn't do that against Rise, but he is somebody that will head for home.
Number 90, Axel Sawhorse.
Oh, this guy's up again in a key situation? Wow.
Yeah, 2 on, 1 out. Big moment. Runner goes for second, throw goes down to third. He might just walk this guy here.
Yeah, I think so. He's not going to get anything. I think the bad ball hitter's up next, but you almost can't pitch to this guy with the base open because you can turn 2, and you can do that thing where you come home on a force.
Yep. Looks like Ryan's going to set up the force at home.
Boy, this is not who you want coming up, though. And he's not going to pull Bay. I would actually consider getting her out of there to get a left again.
And that ball's popped up behind third base. It's caught by Sweaty Betty. That's a huge outcome for RiseNFall there. BurningIce
Absolutely
kicking himself.
Massive. Yeah, massive out there. He chased so far out. Even bad ball hitter can't save you from that.
That ball's hit right up the middle.
That's a big
That's going to score a run. He's thinking about scoring 2. The throw goes to third base, so the runner goes home. It's 3-1 Gex.
Oh, for Rise's sake, you hate to see it fall apart after that massive out, but what a great hit from BurningIce.
Yeah, BurningIce clutching up here. You know, he's down. He wants to get a split here. In match of the week tonight, he pops it up in front of the plate. Catcher does his stuff, makes the grab, but now Rise is down 2 runs, and he only was able to score the 1 last game. He's got 1 here in game 2. He's going to need more.
Yeah, now it's not about manufacturing. You need to drive a few balls, which is very tough to do against Ice.
Hits one on the ground, and it's taken care of by the first baseman on their own. Now Kitty Kaufman's up. Strike in there. Next pitch, misses way outside. This one hit right back at the pitcher, Lindsay Island. She makes the grab. 2 outs. Sweaty Betty's up. 296 average. Over 2 tonight. She hasn't made much noise. Betty looks at a couple. It's 2-0. This one flipped out left field. There's a hit for Sweaty Betty.
Big single. Two outs hurt you, but you've got the tying run. Oh, Jake is what do we got? A specialist? Specialist.
We do.
Or why is he knocked down? First pitch prayer. Okay, he's okay now.
He is good now. Good speed at first.
Oh, dangerous pitch.
Betty's got the clutch engaged. This one's floated out to left. Hard Apple makes the grab, out number 3. Nothing doing for the Piranhas. Pitcher's going to get pinch hit for by the Gex. It is Monty Pacheco. Big pinch hitter here.
Yeah, I believe Ice has a right-handed rally stopper coming from the mid arm angle that he still has. That's a pretty tough pitcher coming out of the pen if you're looking for velo.
He hits it hard. High curveball. Vinny Vortex makes the grab.
So he still has some pin for sure.
This one's sent right out to center, hit on the screws. Sprinter is engaged, but no danger for Gordon Fruitwell. 2 outs already. Now Harley Hard Apple's up. And this one hit right back at Bay Paul. She'll throw it to first. And we're into the 7th inning stretch real quick here. Game 2 tonight, folks, of XBL AAA Match of the Week. Remember, M. Bennings and Spluto is coming at you at 9 p.m. in just an hour's time. Ox and Uni on the call for that. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be some exciting games.
Yeah, I was going to say earlier, Train, I think that's a fantastic matchup, M. Bennings versus Spluto, who is currently 7-1. And Bennings was 8-1 or 8-2, and then I think had a loss or a split today against you, or you guys split. But that's still a fantastic record. Those two are tough.
2 very tough players you're going to want to see here in some very competitive games on primetime XBL. The AAA getting its shine tonight as the Gex are putting on a show now in Game 2 with some runs. And pitching well all the way. I mean, there's just been great pitching from both sides here tonight.
Yeah, Rise needs base runners.
Bottom 7, he strokes one well. Lily Turtles, though, can get there. Right in front of the warning track. 2 outs. Vincent Vortex bunts it. It's on the ground. He does not get as good of a bunt as he got earlier, where he just was on the money and started that whole train going around the bases to tie the game.
Yeah, going to be tough for Rise now. His bunter just got out. That was one of those guys you could maybe sneak on there. But Rise is still a cagey veteran. Top of the 8th, has 2 more chances.
This one hit right up the middle. Diving play. Kitty Kaufman throws it to first. Great one. 1 down.
Yeah, she must have good speed. She's really getting to some nice balls over there at second base.
We've got Jacques Pickles. Swings at 1, floats it over the infield, and it's into right center. He's thinking about 2 for the hustle double. Muffin Studwick gets it in, though, to the cutoff. Nicely done. Good fielding. Keeps him where he is. Axel Sawhorse bats, off-speed hitter. No RBI hero this time.
Yeah, and Bay just lost her locked in. Now you need to think about getting her out of here. She should not be in there without her locked in.
Runner goes to second. He's taking over. Yeah, I think she's going to get lifted. 7.76 ERA for Babe Paul, so not her best season. She's staying in. This is inside. Ooh, and that one hit right on the nose. Off the glove of jumping Betty. It's thrown to second. Oh, it's a disaster for Rise.
Yeah, I think she has to come out.
Burn Radical sees one inside.
She can induce a double play. I'll give her that.
That one slapped. Emerald's got the short wall. It's off the jumping glove.
Oh, wow.
There's one more run. It's 4-1 here.
That would have been a monster play from Vortex,
Third
and just
baseman, number
didn't
2,
get it there. What
Evergreen.
a good effort, though.
The Gex are trying to set up their split.
Yeah, in great shape for that. That'd be a nice outcome tonight, really, to see both of these players walk away with something,
The second baseman,
because they both
number
deserve
1,
it.
Chelsea Evergreen. Now pitching.
Here comes Big Squirt, the Submariner. Yeah, I would have gone to this earlier train. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, but he's only given up 1 run here, but he's put himself in a pretty dangerous situation. If he gives up more, then yeah, absolutely, he goes for it. But he could pull up a quick double play. I mean, that's a good floater out to right field. No way you challenge that if you're Rise. Yeah, he turns back.
Yeah, Rise has arms
Or, excuse
out there,
me,
so
Ice.
he can't just run.
Mixing them
Yeah,
up.
for sure.
Keep mixing them up because they both play such quick baseball.
Ooh, a lot of contact here. She's running clutch and pinch perfect. Look at that contact.
Foul wasn't straight back there, but it was inside. So it's 2-1. Ooh, and fouled away. Again, that's not location that RiseNFall wants to play with. Burning Ice sees a pitch high. Now it's a huge payoff pitch here in this game. Fouled away. You're going to reset. Big payoff. Everybody goes. It's into the right center field gap. 1 scores. Here comes 2. Ice probably thinking about 3. He keeps him at third. It's 6-1 though. The score is blown open.
Center fielder, number
Yeah, I think he
3,
tried to bend a cut
23rd.
fastball into the edge there, and he missed.
Runner clock going to second base. There's out number 3. Going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Now all Burning Ice needs to do is pitch his way out, and he's got himself a decent split here on primetime.
Yeah, if I'm RiseNFall, just have some fun here. You were playing with house money in this game, and things just didn't go your way against a tough pitcher. But, you know, try to pull this out. We've seen worse. I came back against Billy in the last inning just this season from, I think I was down maybe 6 or 7 in the final inning. At least 5, I think. So it can happen. It's
Yeah,
going to be tough against Ice, though. Ice
we're
is
no
not
stranger. We're no stranger to drama here under the bright lights, but yeah, when you're up against a Von Easton quality pitcher like Burning Ice, it can be extremely difficult. He gets 1 out there. So 5 outs to work with for the Piranhas here in their dreams for a match of the week split. Gordon Fruitwell batting against Dude Zavala. This is a tough pitcher here. Out of the pen for Burning Ice. Evergreen throws to first in time, 2 down.
Number 30, Muffin Studwick.
This one lifted. Meadows has a chance for a 9-3 put out. Throws the first, not in time. It was close.
Hoffman. Has some good traits. Ooh.
That's the type of pitch Kaufman destroyed last game. To put the Piranhas into that 1-0 lead that led them to victory. But this time she's going to need more than that. 1-2 pitch. Misses inside. Then low. Now it's full count quickly. This cutter. Ice wants to place it. Gets him to pop it up. It was a ball. There's out number 3 though. We're going to the top of the 9th. Here comes Dark Justice out of the pen. 1, 2, 3.
Now batting,
Stepping in for the Montreal Gex.
Turtles.
That one's destroyed by Burning Ice. Right center field. Can he get there? No. Fruitwell dives and he can't. It's going to be extra bases. Thinking about 3 is Burning Ice, and he gets in with a lead-off triple. Gonna try and widen this lead with Harley Hardapple. Ball high. Excuse me, puts the reticle high, ball misses low. That's what I meant to say. 1-1. Ooh, and there's a good bunt. He bunts one in here with the sacrifice to make it 7-1. Interesting move.
Mr. Meadow.
Yep. Burning Ice getting that runs per game average up here by pushing a few extra runs across there, and I know he's going to be happy with that.
That was a great play by RiseNFall out there in center field to take away a hit to make it 2 outs in this top of the 9th with Gordon Fruitwell. That one hit. He can't catch that one as it gets down on the grass right up the chute.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Axel Sawhorse
Axel Sawhorse.
with another AB here, looking dangerous. Sees a fastball high in the zone, or maybe it was a screwball. 1-1. Diving attempt from the third baseman. It's past her glove. Sweaty Betty wishes she got that one, but it will be a hit. And there's 2 men on with 2 outs for the catcher, Vern Radical. Power versus lefties is engaged. Bad ball hitter also to deal with. Ball fouled away. 1-2. Runners go, they're picked off. Throw goes to third. It's in time. Out number 3. That ends the top of the 9th. We go to the bottom half. Rise has a ton of work to do. 6 runs down with Sweaty Betty leading off. Sees 2 quick balls. Ooh, and he sees another one. So it's 3-0. Sweaty Betty swings at one, hit on the ground to second, over to first in time. 1 down. Sweaty Betty wishes she got that back. Beefcake McSteven sees a strike in there. Next pitch. Breaking ball. Another strike. Here comes the cutter. Popped foul. 0-2. We redo it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Burning Ice 1 out away from a Game 2 split here tonight.
Yeah, and this pitcher's on fire. He's just a tad off the plate on every pitch.
Way
It's so
late there.
difficult to hit that.
Screwball, he's not going to swing for that. Here comes a curve, 1-1. On the ground, up the middle, second baseman can't get there. It's a 2-out hit. So maybe this is the beginning of the Piranha's comeback. We'll see. Wally Bacon's going to have to do it. He's 0 for 3 tonight.
Wally Bacon.
Sees a strike in. Dude, Zavala's starting to get tired. 0-1. Makes it 1-1. The 1-1 pitch, swung on a miss. Now it's 1-2. Last strike for RiseNFall here to try and get a sweep. 2-2 pitch. It's a cutter. Runner goes. It's hit. Right back at Zavala. He's going to tag the runner going to first. That'll do it here for Game 2. And the Gex win. Burning Ice gets his split here on Match of the Week. Some close games we thought we were going to have for both of them. But Game 2 kind of blew open there. Burning Ice really manufactured some offense.
Yeah, a really nice job there for Burning Ice, who tends to struggle to score runs, but did a really nice, and they weren't all cheapies or bunts or anything. He hit some really good balls there, and Rise really didn't get going with the bat. But that epic victory for the Piranhas in Game 1 will be remembered. That was just such a good fight between the two of them, and I'm sure for casting purposes, everybody enjoyed that one and the series in general.
Yeah, it was a great series. You know, the pace of play was quick. They played quick ball, but it was good ball. Like you said, Game 1 was just a grinder. Huge drama for the Piranhas to come away with the victory, and then Burning Ice comes back with a huge revenge game. He really got his runs in that second one. He probably wishes he got him in the first as well. But to come away with the split on Match of the Week always has to feel good. So props to both players for really showing up tonight. I really thank them for putting on a good show. But to say the least, go ahead.
Oh, just gonna say, yeah, thanks to the players. They really did put on a wonderful show.
Yeah.
Which I had a feeling they would. They just the matchup itself is a lot of fun. So you know, there's a lot of players you don't see bunting and this other stuff that these guys and hit and run. Like I said, they might steal home, stuff like that. So it played out really nicely. It was good. It was good to see these guys both come away with a win.
Yeah, for sure. Everybody's happy here in the AAA tonight, and now we've got a 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time match of the week for the XBL coming up in 45 minutes time between Spluto and M. Bennings that you guys are going to have to look out for. So we'll see who comes away with the spoils there tonight. And what's going to be some really, really exciting games, you'd have to think. But AAA never, ceases to entertain. I think there's going to be a ton more to watch. Every week feels like it's going to be almost like a playoff matchup here in this league, the way things are going so far with the parity. But yeah, Mystery Man, that does it for me and you. We're going to hand it over to Ox and Uni for the next set. So thanks for being here with me tonight.
All right. Hey, thanks, Dwayne. Thanks for producing. Looking forward to God's Unicorn and Ox. Always fantastic commentary. And they've got a great matchup to work with, just like we did. So I expect a lot of fun there.
Yeah, it's always great when the matchup machine puts out these beautiful these pairings. So let's see what the XBL brings us. Everybody, if we don't see you again for that one, have a safe and pleasant evening. We'll catch you on Match of the Week in next week's weekly roundup in next week's Match of the Week. But everybody, have a good one. We'll see you later.